Hello, my name is Vikramjit Burman, and I'm the spokesperson of CCAVC. It's an NGO. It's the only NGO I would say which is actually working on cybercrime. So I would like to take the full name of this abbreviation. It is a Cybercrime Awareness Victim Counseling Assam. So today I'm here with a very renowned, I would say, the most decorated advocate that we have today in this particular video. So what we are here for, I'd like to say a few things about the reason that why I'm here. On 30th of November, it's Cyber Security Day or Computer Security Day. So since we have this ideology to aware people on cybercrime. So here we have taken the initiative and we have already panelized a lot of people. So now it's my time to have a very enlightful moment with Mr. A.K. Bhuyan, who is the advocate of High Court. So I have a set of questions. So I just run through the question and hope the audience who are actually viewing this video will be more enlightened with the entire conversation. So, thank you so much for to be here to answer to few of the questions that I have for you. So, uh, what is your opinion on cybercrime, sir? About the increasing rate that we have.
Now, first, before answering you, you have to understand that what is cyber and what is crime. Cyber is something related to space,
Right, sir.
and this is with regard to electronic transmissions of signals and all such things. And for that purpose, by way of these electronic signals, a person can commit a criminal offense. So it becomes cyber crime. Under the Indian law, yes, Information Technology Act has been brought into on 1710-2000, if I'm correct. And for that purpose, there were certain panel provisions that has been enacted therein, wherein for committing such offences as defined in IT Act, so this becomes a criminal offences. And for that purpose, our Indian Evidence Act of 1872, I must say that it's a complete law made in 1872. Till now, nobody had the guts to remove any of its provisions. As time has passed, society has seen changes in the society. New technology has come in, electronics, machines, systems has come in. And so, for that purpose, on that same day, 1710-2000, that Indian Evidence Act has been amended. And that for that purpose, what is a document that has been defined in the Indian Evidence Act. And by way of an amendment on 1710-2000, that document now also includes electronic records. And for that purpose, how to prove an offense of cybercrime. The mechanism of proving an offense of cybercrime can be by two ways: by way of primary evidence or by way of secondary evidence. The primary evidence is the electronic record by which the offense has been committed, and same has been seized in connection with the case, and thereafter ascertain with regard to that whether that particular crime has been committed by using that device, because technologically it can be ascertained from what is the starting point and from where to where this whole signals has been uh, moved, electronic signals. Now in certain cases, these electronic records originally it's very difficult. Suppose in Facebook you post something, Facebook, now you have to write it to the Facebook authorities, they are in US. So the Indian Evidence Act also has laid down 65B that electronic records can be proved, electronic evidence can be proved, but a document which is in the form of electronic records can be proved by secondary evidence also. Whole mechanism has been laid down. And with regard to the increase of the number of crimes, yes, it is, because it's been a daily phenomenon in social media to make asperse against someone, which is a criminal offense. 67A of the Indian Information Technology Act was a penal provision, but the Supreme Court has struck down to be unconstitutional. And I think so. If a person defame you in a social media, you cannot use 67A because it is not there now. You have to do is to take the aid of the penal provisions which is in IPC. I mean, IPC is defamation laws. A person is said to be defaming another if he lowers the esteem of the particular person in the eyes of the organic whole. Now, to prove that, either one can prove it by primary evidence, by producing the electronic record itself, and otherwise by secondary evidence. The mode of proving this in a court of law is been laid down. One more aspect is there. Now, in cybercrime cases, investigation is a part of it, and the investigation authorities has to be well equipped, and they should know what is cybercrime. I'm sorry to say, till now, to my information, not even a single case of cybercrime has been able to be proved by the prosecution. All cybercrimes cases ended in acquittal because neither the investigating authorities knows how to collect it, how to collect the evidence, how to maintain the evidence, what are the requirements with regard to it. They are not equipped with it, they are not up to date with it, they doesn't know the law, how to preserve it, they doesn't know the law. Secondly, for proving a case of cybercrime, it's the learned PP of a particular court who conducts the trial. One has to be competent and to know about the cyber laws. I'm sorry to say, they doesn't know with regard to, there are certain instances in my cases I have handled it. They doesn't know how to prove electronic records. The very basis of proving an electronic record, they doesn't know about it. And thirdly, the part of the judiciary, the judicial system in our country and in Assam, I will not talk about any other states. So far with regard to proving electronic record by secondary evidence, it appears to me that even the court of trial are not so familiar with the laws with regard to proving of mechanism with regard to how to prove the electronic record. And that these are all the instances which has accumulated with regard to that there is not even a single case of conviction, so far my knowledge, there is no single case of conviction in Assam with regard to cybercrime.
Great, sir. Great, sir. So we can clearly assume out of this the conviction part, what you have said about that nobody has been convicted so far. So it can be assumed that they remain clueless, right, about how to retrieve or how to operate this particular case. This case remain very sensitive. Even these cases have not been handled by a very professional somebody who is actually responsible to take care of it in a professional manner. But again, I can say that the data remains very sensitive, right? So, sir, I'd like to ask one more question. Uh, uh,
Apart from the this Information Technology Act, there are various acts. Suppose, for example, Negotiable Instrument Act.
okay.
Previously, you present a check, and the whole transactions takes place in a different manner. Now it's all electronic, money transfer, everything is. For that purpose, again the Indian evidence comes as to hold of this statement of account has to be clear, which is in the form of electronic. And for that purpose, there is another act called Bankers Book of Evidence. Now that has again been amended. So to include with regard to banking transactions and the protections and the mode of using it. So there are changes in the law because there has to be an income tax law now. One can file returns through electronic devices. And for that purpose also, I am not an income tax lawyer. I hired the service of a chartered accountant. But for I have not gone through the income tax laws also, but I think so. There are provisions with regard to this, which will ultimately whoever files a return and it goes to the main server and it has been accepted or rejected or whatever it is. This is through electronic this one, and there has to be certain things which will recognize that particular acts, and there has to be some amendment with regard to this. Similarly, there are other laws also. Suppose you say in the field of e-marketing, now you order certain things in a social media for purchasing certain things. Something you ordered, suppose you ordered a book on evidence and a book on Mahatma Gandhi came in.
Okay.
You open up the parcel. So these are the things with regard to electronic media again. Now so far with regard to all such transaction and all, I have not come across any laws with regard to this. That with regard to that marketing and everything, I have not come across that law and I have not dealt with such cases also.